Hey folks! Welcome back to another episode of Raging Inc. As you see, it's episode 21. What?
What is so funny?
Nothing. As you can tell by the title there on YouTube itself, I have finally had my fill of the SJWs. And considering I made that the title to start off with, this is probably my last show, so enjoy it while you can, folks. Also, down in the description below, you can see the link for my Teespring store and the link for my book on Amazon.com. And you also have the donation link, so please feel free to click on any one of them and spend your money wherever you want. Anyway, we also have Bobbit on the line with us, and we have the fantastic Cold Bone sitting next to me. And to think, I licked his head, so he thinks that I'm not afraid. Oh wow, haven't seen you in a while in the chat, Earl. How you doing? We also have Aaron, Alpha Excalibur, and Dan Rex in the chat.
Hey, Drew.
Hey, Drew. Well, I got the alert. I don't know why you didn't. Even he got the alert.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. I heard your phone.
Yeah,
Anyway, I know a lot of you have had pretty much the same thoughts along the SJW line here. Exactly, Drew. Basically, what we're coming into is a society that's raising a whole bunch of fucking entitled little shits that sit there and go, oh, but I want that! And then they get their way. Meanwhile, people of my generation, no. We got our asses handed to us if we behaved like that.
well, the thing that's, I hate to bring the interrupt you, the thing that sucks is your generation is their generation. You're stuck in that.
I'm in some cases I'm in that demographic, but in other cases I'm not.
No, you were brought up properly.
Right.
That's the only thing that sucks.
And unfortunately, it's mostly, as you can tell, the poor families raise their kids the right way. The rich family sits there and goes, yeah, just here, take this, whatever, I don't care, just shut your mouth and go away. Let mommy pop another Valium or let daddy have another fucking full bottle of scotch while he's banging the hooker in the car. I mean...
At least he's multitasking.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to the rich moms popping the Valium, they didn't have to do much multitasking, they just crashed. He's watching wrestling on TV. And it's what brought all this up finally is, of course, as most of you in the chat know, the renaming of the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royale. Really? I mean, we talked about it on JP show, but there's one thing that was not brought up that is just like, okay. Well, first off, we're sitting there trying to push this whole agenda of things within the WWE. But it's okay for a cocaine addict to have an award be given out by his wife every year. Hi, Bobbit.
What's up, Mello?
And a known alcoholic to have a battle royale named after him. Yes, they could have both been fucking great people, but you throw in a woman into the mix who had a checkered past. And all of a sudden, oh, you can't do that, you can't do that. She was this horrible person. Really? Because I'm pretty sure if you look through the history of every fucking wrestler that there has been, there's going to be something wrong in their past. I mean, hell, Scott Hall, although accidentally, and in self-preservation, killed somebody. Actually, I had one better than that, Mello. If they're not going to call it the Fabulous Moolah, why not call it the Sensational Sherry Battle Royale? Oh, wait. She killed herself on drugs. Sorry. Can't name it after her either.
You drug overdose, yeah.
So, but again, it comes back to the point of, okay, you had no problem with a cocaine addict, you had no problem with an alcoholic. But you want to name a battle royale at the biggest show of the fucking year after a woman for the women's division. And now all of a sudden, checkered past is not a thing you want labeled.
Well, here's the thing that's really weird about it is there is a woman agenda out there to have. It's a woman's movement. It's confusing to me that they're complaining. Well, I mean, I understand why they're doing it. Okay, great, she has a checker pass, and I said it on Drew's show, which was on my channel. I said what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and vice versa. If you're gonna remove one name off of something, just remove them all. Take the fucking Ultimate Warrior's fucking award away as well because he had a checkered pass. It wasn't as checkered as Fabulous Moolah's, I get that, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If WWE wants this be a star movement to happen and the people give a shit about it, they might as well just drop everything. That's the point I'm trying to get at. So, that's all I wanted to say.
Earl brings up another good point.
I know you're preaching to you guys are preaching to the choir. When you guys are telling us stuff in the chat, you're preaching to the choir. I get it. I am on your side. I understand. I would name it. I would have thought they would have named it the China Battle Royal, but that would have been like, oh, guess what? Next year she'll be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Or this year, it would have been a surprise induction into the Hall of Fame. It's just the WWE's just. Here's what I'm scared of. This was all done on a petition.
Oh, not quite yet.
Oh no, we haven't even started yet, really. They did a petition. This petition went through, and they changed the name. I understand why they did it. I disagree with it that the WWE caved into it so fast, so quickly. So, and I know you guys be like, yeah, let's start doing that. Don't do it. What I'm about to say, it does not need to happen. If they're going to start doing this, people are going to be like, all right, well, let's do a petition. I'll get to you, Dan, in just a fucking second.
I was going to answer him so you can breathe.
Where was I going with this? Oh, I forgot. Where was I at? What was I talking
about? Naming it something other than because the petition went through.
Oh, no, I'm not naming it. If that's the case, hey, why don't we do this, guys? Why don't we start a petition to get Roman Reigns off TV? Think about it. And I'm not making that suggestion, Bob. I'm just saying. Don't get upset.
Quickly, those daggers arrived. Holy shit.
Don't get upset, Bob. I don't want Roman Reigns off TV. If you heard the beginning, I don't want this to happen. But I hate to say this, but if they're going to start doing this, fans are going to start getting their fucking way. They're going to start petitioning. The WWE will fucking cave, is what I'm saying. This is just the beginning of something big, I'm thinking, and it's not fair to the WWE. That's the problem that we have now. If the fans don't get their way, the best way to do it is just, if you don't like what they're doing, don't watch it. Just quit watching it. I'll sit and watch it. I don't care if I'm the last one to watch. I'll watch wrestling even if it sucks. Why? Because I grew up with it. I'll never leave wrestling ever. But go ahead. I'm done.
And Dan, to answer your question, they cannot call it the Mae Young Battle Royale because of the Mae Young Classic.
It wouldn't make sense. They could do it, but it would be kind of...
It'd be confusing.
It'd be confusing, yes.
I mean, is this supposed to be a battle royale, or is this a tiered battle plan going on here? Oh, that was good. I would imagine so. He's having sitting issues at the moment. He moved the wrong way, and for you men out there, you'd understand.
I know, Dan, but you got to think before you talk, man. I mean, think about it. Why would you call it the Mae Young? Well, they're going to have another Mae Young Classic during WrestleMania. That makes no sense. People would be confused. It's an NXT thing.
Either that, or they just had a Mae Young Classic. Why are they having another one so soon?
Yeah. Although it's a good thought.
Chad knows your pain. But honestly, that's what the society is coming to. We have all these fucking teenagers that all of a sudden decide to feel entitled for something. And what do? Oh, Mommy, Daddy, I want it. I want it. And how about you go suck a dick and actually try and make something of your life?
Hopefully suck a dick.
Some of them, it would get them a lot farther. Because they're certainly very pretty, but have very little brains.
I understand. I was just being sarcastic.
I know. But you know what? Some of these kids, I swear to God, the only life they have ahead of them, because of the fact that they do not know how to use their fucking brain, is a life of prostitution. I'm sorry. It's just my feelings on the whole thing is just, you know, I was taught to be imaginative and actually think about things before acting upon them or saying them. So, if you watch some of these shows that are out there, like some of these quiz shows that go out on the street for like these random questions, just watch how many of these people out there do not get the simplest of questions right. I mean, I certainly don't know everything there is to know. I'm not expecting anybody else out there to know everything that there is to know. I am just... I was going to say, the man who forgets where he puts his phone.
And it's right in front of me.
Exactly. However, I do expect you to have common sense and some intelligence. Now, granted, I'm gonna put this right out there for everybody. I never graduated high school. I never graduated high school, but yet I am smarter than half of these teens that are coming out of high school. What does that tell you?
It's called street smart.
Yeah, that's the other problem. We all know somebody who is now living off of an inheritance. So. And we all know exactly how she behaves. Well, it's only fair. One on Drew's show, one on mine. Oh, God, that face.
Well, it hurt. Oh, that's so funny.
That right there.
I'm sorry.
Oh god, Drew, you want to talk about derailed? Holy crap. Which, for those of you who don't know, that's the show Drew has taken over into his light over on his channel every Saturday night after Foulmouth Nation is on with Insomniac. And it's for those of you who can't afford or do not have Patreon to go watch Corrupted. So there you go. You have some other form of entertainment on Saturday nights.
And you have mine too.
Oh, you're early. That's the problem.
I can go for a while.
I know you can. We all know you can.
It's not sexual, people.
You did kind of make it sexual one night.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know what she's talking about, guys. I really don't.
Oh.
That's never gonna happen, Rain. Hollywood is so ingrained in TV and movies, it's not even funny. Hollywood is the fucking problem. I mean, I did hear that Matt Damon was moving to Australia, and I tweeted out, I said, see ya. Don't need ya.
Also, after Insomniacs, either very...
Just like Bobby.
Yeah, I know. Either very late Saturday night or very early Sunday morning, you will be getting the after show from Bobbit on the Swamp Ass Podcast channel. It all depends on his internet and how well the upload speed is behaving. We've all been there, Bobbit. We all understand. Now you're talking to somebody who...
Who are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Oh. The whale?
No, whatever.
Yeah, she's living off of her grandmother's inheritance right now.
I know. I thought you were talking about Hillary Clinton.
Oh, fuck no. I don't talk about that cunt anyway.
Well, she's the reason the SJWs are the way they are.
Well, alright, you want to get into that? We'll get into that.
That's what the show is about, isn't it? I'm trying to be a negative Nancy here. Go ahead. No, you're good. I'm just trying to figure out if this was one of the plugins. I didn't know if this was one of the plugins or not.
It's a plug-in for,
It's a plug-in for
the
that
Acer,
one.
yeah.
I just didn't want us to run out of juice.
No, you're good.
I know. But go ahead.
I had a hiccup. I turned into a bird.
Oh, for the love of God. Go ahead.
Hillary Clinton, probably one of the worst people to have ever been in politics. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Except for the people that created the KKK, which were all part of the Democratic Party, which Hillary Clinton's also a part of. See the circle here, people? Anyway, moving on. This woman, back in the 90s, tried to sit there and get violent video games banned because she backed a couple of mothers who bought the game GTA with a rating, a government rating of 17 plus for their 5-year-old sons. Are you that fucking retarded of a mother? I'm sorry. But no. My kids point to something like that? No. When you're 17, you can play that game. Otherwise, you're playing cat in the hat. But she was dumb enough to sit there and try and back these people that did not know how to say no to their children. Which is also where the SJWs have started.
It's true. This is true.
That she did too. And she basically, anybody in the baby boomer era is a delinquent.
No. Baby boomer era, that's her era. So she's a delinquent. Well, she's a delinquent anyway.
Yes.
The baby boomers are the generation before me. Generation X.
Yeah. I mean, She basically looks at the world like her own shit don't stink. Well, honey, I'd be the first one to shove your face into a pile of your own shit just to remind you how much of a human you fucking are. Damn straight. That's okay, Drew. I mean, this woman has tried several times to bury her husband's past, let's say. However, it keeps cropping up. I wonder why. Oh, right. Because he had so much trouble keeping it in his pants during his presidency. But yet, these people wanted to put her in the White House. He just wanted to wrap me up.
Go ahead.
But people wanted to put her back in the White House so that her husband can get back in there and rape even more interns. Because people don't realize it was more than just Monica Lewinsky. It was more than just her. There was at least 20 other interns and White House staff people that were either assaulted or molested by Bill Clinton. You want to know what happened to a few of them? They miraculously disappeared. There's a lot going on behind the scenes of this woman's head that is just immoral, unpractical, and is basically your worst nightmare as a politician with a lot of power. And of course, Benghazi. I wasn't going to bring up the emails, Dan, because you know what? Everybody else brings them up. I'm trying to go on points that...
I'll do it.
You can... not. Benghazi.
I can go there too.
Actually, you probably would be better off coming from you, considering
Yes.
your military
not
background.
necessarily, but okay.
Your military background makes it a little easier for you to speak on it than me.
Sure.
Exactly, Chad. Aaron, I'm sorry. And if y'all remember, 3 of those women were sitting at the debate between Hillary and Trump. How scared did fucking Bill Clinton look? He looked like he shit his pants about 4 times. I mean, if you did not do these things and you claim innocence and you claim that you were a good president, why are you so afraid sitting across from those women? There we go again, folks. Alright, now, to continue on with Hillary, the reports of her emails and Benghazi.
Well, the emails, all I know about the emails, is everybody knows about them, is there's 30,000 emails that were sent to her that she had on her own private server, and that is against the law. I work for the government. Again, I know the government's not watching us, because if they were, I would be fired from my job.
For watching YouTube at work.
Yes. I don't watch it all the time, but I'm just saying.
The occasional habit does pop up.
Well, I listen to music on there. I watch, listen to her show or whatever I do. But I'm not supposed to do that. I actually work, but, So she did bit bleach. She destroyed the emails. If I would have done that, I would have got thrown in jail. I would have been fired. I would have had to pay the government back probably millions of dollars for doing it. She got nothing out of it. The Benghazi thing. from what I have heard, that it was her job to tell the military that was there to go. And apparently she couldn't make a decision. She was scared to do it. So people ended up dying because she couldn't make a decision. That is what has been said. Whether or not that's true, I do not know. I just don't know how incompetent you have to be. Your people are dying and you're not going to do anything. Kind of boggles my mind. That's not foreign policy. That's having your own best interest. Yeah, I know, Drew. I know. Really, here's my thinking. You want to have a debate with me about gun issues, and I'm not giving her credit. I'm not giving her credit. If you would have heard what I just said, Drew, I said it is hard for me to believe, but I wouldn't put it by her. That's all I'm saying. The reason I'm looking here, I'm looking at the chat. That's why I'm not looking at the camera. I don't buy into the whole fact that she didn't know. That she couldn't have done anything. Should she have? Yes. Either way, she should have. I'm not giving. Either way, she should have. If it was me, I would have done it. I would have been like, fuck it.
Get my people out of there nice and safe. I'll deal with the consequences later if I'm wrong.
Yep. You're the Secretary of State. That's your decision to make. You need to get your ambassadors and shit out of there. Please. We don't need more tragedy. The whole gun issue I'm going to touch on really quick, because this is the
That's where I was going to go next.
Really, well, I'm going to open it for you then.
Thank you.
Only thing that I can say is I will say this. I don't believe in banning guns. There's no need for it. Do I have a gun? No. Do I want to have regulations? Yes. But we need to be smart about it and not just be hash. Now, they just passed a bill yesterday. I don't know what the bill is. I don't know what it is, but it's making our schools safer. Does that include doing what we've talked about, not on here, but just laying in bed or sitting up here just playing on our computers or playing video games or whatever? We talk. We don't just talk about nothing about video games. We actually have discussions, and about how my ass stinks.
We're already starting to act like an old married couple here, so.
No, Ooh. So, anyway, I'm sorry. If you heard that, I apologize. But gun issue, whether you want guns, whether you don't want guns, it's your choice. Like laying in bed. Dude, I have a bad fucking back, so I just lay in bed sometimes. Like, my back is starting to bother me. So I'll go and lay down in bed. But other than that, man, I mean, the whole gun issue, either way, I don't care. I don't think we should ban guns, though.
No.
Do we need regulation?
Absolutely.
Yes. And I don't care what you do in England. I don't care what you do in Australia. I don't care what there's. I'll put it to you like this. I can kill Heather with a fucking rubber ball if I wanted to.
This right here, I can kill him with.
I can shove it right up her ass and she wouldn't know it. I'm just kidding. But, no. So, I mean, anything can kill anybody. Like, the rubber ball, I can choke her out with it. Shove it down her fucking throat so that she can't fucking breathe. I mean, a fucking piece of candy can kill somebody. It's just people need to stop. It's called people control and education. How to handle a situation. We have a plan. If any of the reserve centers get broken into, we have a plan on how to remedy it. We have an armed person carrying a weapon at our facility at all times. And I'm not talking a pistol. I'm talking an M16. So come and fuck it with the reserve center one time. You have some deadly, and them things are easy to zero. Trust me. I can shoot a 40 out of 40. So there is ways around it. It's just you can't just say, well, we need to ban guns. Another issue I have is protesting. High school kids, I'm okay with, as long as they're learning about the process at the same time. I'm okay with it. I know you can't see me. As long as you're learning about the process at the same time, you're always learning something. But at kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, you don't need to be teaching a kid how to protest, because the next thing you know, a kid's going to be protesting because the teacher wanted to give him a fucking assignment. Believe me, it happens.
It's like the first time a baby learns a new word.
It's a little give and take. You don't need to protest everything, people. I mean, yes, it's your right to protest, but protest about the right thing. Don't just go out and protest to protest. Because the next thing you know, you're going to be protesting, and then the protesters are going to get upset, and they're going to protest that, and we're a bunch of protesters, which makes no fucking sense. So, that being said, guys, I mean, that's all I really have. I really don't have anything to rant about. I kind of did on my show, so I'm just going to pass it back over to Heather.
Well, considering you went right past the gun thing, you went right to protesting.
Well, I was still on the gun thing. I was just saying leave kids out of it. It's
okay, Chad.
Fucking political ploy.
Chad, I'm going to one-up you right now. You know what? You want to know how badass my high school was? We had a shooting range in the basement. We had the junior NRA come into our school and teach those who wanted to learn how to properly dismantle, mantle, load, unload, and fire a rifle.
Disassemble and assemble, not dismantle.
Whatever.
And this is exactly what all schools need to have, right here.
I was just going to touch on that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
As far as solving this issue, as Chad said, I don't think it should be a cop per se, because our police force is stretched so thin as it is. But there are retired military people.
He can do it.
I know, I'm just saying. And there are retired police officers who are trying to be security guards for schools. Why are we giving them such a hassle at being hired? Just saying. I mean, it took a guy on my league retired 12 years ago.
No, Rain, that is not true.
Anyway.
I could do it, though, if you wanted me to.
He's freezing enough, yeah. But anyway. He retired, and it took him 12 years in order to be cleared to work for the school. Because of the school. Not because of the NYPD. No. Because of the school. And they don't want him carrying his weapon. Excuse me? He's a trained detective. He knows how to use that weapon properly and safely. With everything that's been going on, why the fuck are you not letting him carry his weapon? Just saying. So with that, I have a bear sitting next to me apparently. Oh, we had that too, Aaron. We had lockdown mode. We had early dismissals because of the school being on lockdown, which really that made no sense to me. They would sit there and make an announcement over the PA saying there's suspicious activity in the neighborhood, so y'all need to get the fuck out and go home. Like, they were basically throwing us out there right in the middle of everything.
That's a good question, Chad. I wish I knew the answer. I mean, I know where you're going with it. I don't know if it's a rhetorical question, because it kind of sounds like it is. That's a question that needs to be asked.
It needs to be asked of the Congress.
The liberals do not care about, and I don't know if any of you are liberals, or if you care about this issue or not, or if you're against this issue, and it's okay if you are. Everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their right. My mom is on the opposite of me. She doesn't want guns banned or anything. She's like me. The liberals don't acknowledge rural red areas. They only acknowledge blue populated areas. They don't care. If it's populated, that's where they care. They don't care about you and me living in rural Dodgeville, Wisconsin. We have more convenience stores than fucking grocery stores. We only have 2 stoplights in this town. I mean,
there's no other way to explain it. I mean, if it's not a town that makes them money, they don't care.
You live in Missouri, right, Drew? Missouri is a red, or Kansas. I think Kansas is a red state anyway. I do believe. Kansas City, I think, is red. I think it's red city. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But a lot of suburbs are red. Like Milwaukee is blue itself, but all the outlying towns are red. So I honestly I can't answer that question. I'd have to ask a liberal that question. Why don't you care about why isn't there a shooting at my school? We've never had a shooting. We had a bomb threat, but that was called in.
Yeah, same here. Oh wait, I'm wrong. We had a bomb threat and we had a stabbing at my school. The school that has a shooting range in the basement has never had a shooting in the school.
Dr. Earl.
Just saying.
No shit. That's what I was just saying. If you live in a populated area, the liberals do not care about you. That's why Donald Trump won the fucking election. Another reason, because he got more of the rural voters to actually get out and vote.
But the Democrats don't want you to believe that. They just want you to know that they want a popular vote. Like New York City. How blue is that fucking state?
Don't get me started.
Like I'm saying. So, yeah. Just... Moving on.
And it just goes all the way back to their past of, okay, these certain colored people do not agree with us and basically do not fit our agenda because they're not smart enough. They don't have enough ilk of their own, I guess you could say.
Milk. She said milk. Milk.
Mm-hmm. They were real bullets, Dan Rex. We used real bullets down in the shooting range. Moving on. As I mentioned at the start of this whole thing, the Democrats are the ones that created the KKK way back then. They'll never admit to it, but if you do the research, you come up with a few names that were very heavy hitters within the Democratic Party. So that right there should tell you, all the way up to today and how they behave today. That should tell you right there, not much has changed. The Democrats would rather see black people as scapegoats. Yes, they want to get the votes for them, but if they're not going to be smart enough for the Democratic Party, then they're not going to be anything that they're going to bother with. So, New York City itself, dear God. And you want to know why that is, right, Chad? Being a fellow New Yorker? It's where all the big businesses.
You'd think it'd be red, because everybody bitches about all the businesses, how they're the ones stealing all the fucking money and
Exactly.
And they're always bitching about the far right is always, or far left, excuse me, is always bitching about how the fucking the big corporations are taking and hogging all the fucking money, but for some reason New York City has a bunch of big businesses there, and yet they still vote Democrat. It kind of makes no sense, but whatever. So they can go fuck themselves. I don't know what they're bitching about. Their agenda is just so confusing anymore. It's not even funny.
That's what it boils down to, folks. And we could go on and on and on with how confusing and redundant and just ridiculous, all in the same fucking pot, the entire Democratic Party is.
Well, the Republican Party is no better. I'm not.
Honestly, no, it's not. You're working on your merchandising there. True. You're doing a hell of a lot better job than somebody else who was a mod. And all she did was chat.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something, because I don't...
No, not you. Not you.
I don't, Drew's better at it, because I'd be saying, I just copy and paste what he did. He's a better salesman than I am.
Absolutely, Chad. The right could be just as evil. However, in this day and age, at this moment, yes, Rain, Amazon.com, we have the conundrum of the blue team playing worse. The blue team playing worse than the red team simply because of the fact that the blue team is trying everything it fucking can to discredit the red team. Meanwhile, the red team is still sitting there just plugging right ahead.
I'm in the same boat you are, Chad. Not gonna lie.
I started getting pushed over that way once Obamacare came out. Yeah, sure. Find the people like myself who can't afford health insurance instead of finding these health insurance companies that are making it too expensive for us to get health insurance. Just saying.
Oh, let me elaborate on that real quick, okay? Before you get all mad about that. The reason that healthcare is so expensive is because of Obamacare. They jacked the prices up even more. They had to. because they were losing money. People have got to make money. It's all about money, people. You got to make money somehow. Just like Heather, she wrote a book. Do you think she's gonna just write a book and then read it on a stream? That doesn't get her anywhere. I haven't even read the book yet. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't read. I'm not a very good reader. But that doesn't make her any money. Doesn't make me any money. So but then again, she doesn't have to share her money that she makes with me because it's hers, not mine. So it's just one of those things, and I'm just using that as an example. And no, that wasn't a pot shot at you, Daniel, because I know you would ask that. I just used that as an example because it popped in my head. So yeah, it's hard to explain.
I mean, a lot of people sit there and blame all these people that have gone into the emergency rooms and gone to the hospitals and not been able to afford their bill. Okay, why is your bill $4,000 just to walk in the fucking door? Just saying.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Anyway. I mean, I had hospital bills just to go in and have the hospital tell me that I had gallstones. You want to know how much that bill was? About $8,000. Luckily, I was still covered under my parents' insurance because I was young enough still. You take your time. The book's not going anywhere. It'll be there for you to buy anytime you're ready for it, Chad, and thank you.
Hey, Adam, what's up, man?
$8,000. You expect that out of an 18-year-old. Sorry, a 17-year-old. Really? Yeah. When I was first diagnosed with my gallstones, I was 17 years old. I went into the hospital and saw a bill of $8,000. Just for them to sit there and tell me I have gallstones. Not to remove those gallstones. Oh, no. No. See, you're doing fine with them right there. Meanwhile, I'm in excruciating pain. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks a lot.
Here's the thing about you can I don't know, Adam, what you we still have the odd idiot. I don't know, like in Canada they have free healthcare. Okay, they have free healthcare.
They're taxed out the ass though.
But well, it's not only that. Here's the thing. If it's not emergency surgery, you put on a waiting list. Unless it's life-threatening, they won't do surgery on you. So, like, let's say you need to have surgery on your knee and you're in sports, they won't do surgery because it's non-life-threatening. So, yeah. That's the difference between if there's a law in this country that says that the doctor's Hippocratic oath says he cannot deny health care to somebody. No hospital can deny you health care. They're still gonna bill you.
Oh, yeah.
But they cannot deny you health care. If you are sick, they have to take care of you. The hard part is if you need medicine and you can't afford it, that's where the trouble comes in.
Yeah, we went through that with my parents. Fucking $800 for my mother's medications. That was just 2 inhalers. 2 inhalers to help her breathe. $800 fucking dollars. Where's the petition against Big Pharma for that shit? No, we gotta have a petition against a battle royale name. No, that's gotta come up faster than fucking shit out of a goose.
Adam, I don't know how it is. He lives in England?
Yes.
Okay, so I wish we could get you on a call so that you could explain your health care. I understand. I would love to get free health care. It's just so hard. Oh, see, they're cheaper. They're more expensive over there than they would be here. Inhalers.
$11 our money.
Yeah, I had an inhaler. Mine was cheaper than that.
My mother's inhalers, 2 of them, $800.
I believe it.
So they're a lot cheaper than
mine
us.
was for asthma though.
So was hers, because she had COPD. So she had
Oh,
asthma
well,
controller and as well
okay.
as the bronchial dilator.
Okay, so that's different. I just had mine for.
I was supposed to be on an inhaler for my asthma, but I say fuck that.
They let you smoke too.
Yeah.
I'm not telling her she needs to quit because I used to smoke myself. I've been smoke free for almost a year now. It'll be a year in August, I think, or July. I can't remember. But
I've cut the fuck way down though. That's for sure. It took me 2 weeks to go through 2 packs.
Yeah, I wish Adam, I wish you could call in on Skype or whatever, because I would love to get your input on how the healthcare is over there.
Absolutely. Get something from over the pond.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Drew. So July, I don't know the exact. I think it was like the day after fucking 4th of July, I think I quit. But, Canada's kind of the same way as and I don't know how it is over in England, because I know in Canada, because Shell was talking about it with Ken on his show on the way home last Friday.
Yep.
She said that healthcare in Canada is free, but if it's non-life threatening, they will not do surgery on you.
Well, it's kind of like the issue with my gallstones.
You'll get put on. Not saying they won't do it. They'll put you on a list. Sorry. Just had to get that out. Because I was wrong in what I said. So
it's like
that's all.
It's like what they did with my gallstones. They sat there and said, "Yeah, you have gallstones. Go home." I had 5 years of getting pancreatitis, on and off, before they finally did something. Ending up in the emergency room at least 6 times in those 5 years because of the excruciating pain. And they did nothing until the last time. Which actually I found out my gallbladder was damn near turning septic. It's like, thanks! Great healthcare here in America.
Yeah, I have to get health care insurance through my work, and it cost me, just for myself, almost $300 every check for the premium. So, and I had my back issue, so I had to pay out the ass for that.
I'm sorry, but I think all military vets and
I could have
people
gotten
this,
VA, but I didn't.
You should all have free health insurance. I'm sorry. You fought for this country.
We do. It's called the VA.
I said health insurance, not
We do. We have free health care.
health care. Yeah, not insurance.
I don't need insurance if I go to the VA. I get free health care. I do not get charged for it. My dad gets free. If you're a veteran, you get... Like, I get disability for tinnitus, hearing loss.
Putting that in, they also have a waiting list.
Okay, so it's the same as in Canada. So, which is fine. I mean, I have... It's free healthcare. It doesn't come out of your pocket. It's awesome. As long as... I mean, it depending on what the issue is, if you can medicate it,
They'll go
that's
that route.
great. But if you can... There's got to be a way... If you can't, like gallstones, you need to remove that shit. That could become life-threatening.
Very quickly. I mean, my pancreas kept getting infected, and then all of a sudden my gallbladder was turning septic.
I have to go... Brain, I have to go through work. I work for the government, so I have to go through their health insurance. I can't use the... I can't get my own. because I don't get that credit. I have to provide my own. Yes, if it in Canada and apparently in England, you are put on if it's non-life threatening, where you're not going to die from it, they will not do surgery on you. Well, not do. You'll be put on a list. Right, they'll be put on a waiting list. That's all.
And honestly, with
which is fine. I'm not bitch about that.
With how things are going, it's going to end up being that people sit there and people here go down to Mexico for their medical treatments, which are cheaper and there's no waiting list, and get their shit taken care of either in the black market or through legal channels of actual doctors, instead of paying for doctors here. Because the doctor here needs to drive a fucking Bentley instead of being fucking humble and driving a Volvo. Just saying.
See, and I assume that, Adam. I mean, if the problem persists or gets worse and worse, then they'll move you up. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not questioning the validity of the healthcare. It's just doctors here
are all about money.
Yes.
They want to charge you $10,000 for them just to sit there and go, yeah, you look sick. That's it. Because they have to have the big houses, the expensive cars, the Rolexes, the better offices with the better equipment. Sure. If that's what you want to tell yourself. Exactly.
Chad must live right on the border, huh?
Hey, he's up in Buffalo.
Oh, okay. So he's right up by Niagara Falls then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's an interesting question.
Well, he's talking to Adam.
I know he is.
Which really, it's just... If that's what this country is turning to, and we have to sit there and finally get the point fucking across to Big Pharma. Oh wait, that's not even going to work, because I'm sure Big Pharma has their fingers and tentacles outside of America too. So they're still getting their money one way or another. So we'd have that to deal with. Well, actually, if everybody started going elsewhere and paying less for their medications and stuff like that they needed to help with them, or they go the hipster route and go the holistic medication route,
right,
and really stop paying Big Pharma a lot more money, maybe Big Pharma would eventually go bankrupt. Just a thought there, people. And Filthy Mouth Gamer, a friend of the show here, along with Ken and Lucky Low, they have said it many times. We are over-medicating our population because that's what Big Pharma wants.
Mm-hmm.
Big Pharma wants us to all be on one kind of pill or another just so that we're putting more money into their pocket. So, we got that to deal with.
That's cheaper than here.
Oh, hell yeah.
I pay that in 3 months.
Yeah.
That's per year.
Okay, that's what my dad pays for car insurance.
Think about that, Aaron. 1,800 per year. Divide that by 12.
Anyway, Bobbit, you've been awfully quiet this evening. Is there anything you have to add on any of these subjects we have mentioned?
Or anything in general, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you want to fucking flip your shit about the fucking Mae Young. You really haven't done that. Go ahead. Have at it, dude. Or the Fabulous Moolah thing. You there? Bobbit? Bobbit? Bobbit?
We've lost Bobbit, folks. May he rest in peace. Oh, that should bring him back nice and quick. Let Bobbit, what's your opinion on Oscar? Nope, that didn't work either, Chad.
I don't know what's going on with Bobbit. He's just quiet tonight, I think. He's pissed off about the whole Fabulous Moolah thing. I get it.
Honestly, that's kind of what made me want to have this discussion about SJWs in the first place. I mean, every wrestler you come across is going to have a checkered past. I mean, hell, Ric Flair himself is known for being a womanizer. But yet he's still seen as the greatest man to have ever been part of WCW or WWE. Go figure that out. Can anybody answer that one for me? Oh, wait, I know. It's because he's a man.
I don't think it's even that anymore. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even think it's more. I don't even think it's that anymore. I think it's just fucking society today just is so confused as to what is right. It's the hashtag Me Too fucking thing. Is what it is. I'm not, like I said again. I'm not condoning anything anybody says or anything that she did. I'm not condoning it. All I'm saying is if you're going to take away one, take away the other. That's all I'm saying. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. What's good for the gander is what's good for the goose. That's all.
I mean, if you're really having that much trouble with her having a match named after her, why the fuck did you not complain when they put her in the Hall of Fame? Just saying. That's a bigger accomplishment than having a fucking match named after you. And yet nobody said anything. Really?
No, he's even got a checkered past, man.
Mm-hmm.
They all do. Even if it's the most minuscule of things, they all do.
I mean, The Undertaker wasn't exactly faithful to Sarah.
That is true.
I mean, even Bret Hart has a little bit of a checkered history.
That he does. Does that make him a bad person? No. Does it make him wrong for what he did? Fuck yeah.
That he did. I mean, Ric Flair has said many times in his own monologue of himself, the kiss stealing. Sorry, that's sexual harassment. But nobody has anything to say about that. Exactly, Rain. Times.
That's what I'm saying, Rain. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling her. And everybody is, the times have changed, but all I'm saying is every one of these superstars, Andre the Giant has a checkered past. He's an alcoholic, a known alcoholic.
And Drew, that depends. Are you talking about God or are you talking about Jesus? Because both of them have had a checkered past.
God doesn't have a checkered past. How does God have a checkered past?
Him killing his own fucking worshippers?
Oh, Jesus Christ. They were sinning. It's a whole... They weren't his worshippers.
What about the kids he called upon to have stoned to death because they made fun of an old man?
It was a sin.
And they were children.
Still a sin.
That's a checkered past in my book. I'm sorry.
No, it's alright, man.
And then with Jesus Christ, he slept with a prostitute. Mary Magdalene.
That's not true. She made it not sleep together. That was made into a movie as a what if.
Didn't even know there was a movie made about that.
Yes. Christopher Walken. What's his name? Willem Dafoe.
Wow, that is a big mix-up.
No, Willem Dafoe played Jesus Christ.
Right.
I can't remember who played. But look, I don't want this to get a political, religious type deal thing.
But it's still, they had checkered pasts. So yes, Drew.
Well, no, God did not have a checkered past. Did it for the right reasons.
Mm-hmm. Testing Abraham by taking his wife away from him.
No, he didn't take his wife. Here's what had you. I'm going to have you watch the Bible. Because they go word for word.
I will fall asleep, I promise you.
It's good, though. It's really good.
I gotta tell you, my uncle tried to make me watch that movie. I fell asleep.
No, but it's just done in segments. Trust me, it's not going to make you watch the whole thing at one fucking time. It's actually not. It's actually an intriguing. It's a historical story, but Abraham did not. He didn't take his daughter away or his wife away. He was supposed to sacrifice. God gave him a test to sacrifice his son Israel. I think is who it was. He didn't do it because God said no, don't do it. He just wanted to see how far he would go in his faith in God. That's all he's doing. He sacrificed the lamb. Don't be mad.
I'm not mad. Trust me, if I'm mad, I'd be yelling at you.
Don't have divorce. Who was that? Who said that? I can't remember. If you want to get into Christianity, there were two different phases of God. A vengeful one, yes there was, and a forgiving one, yes there was. Based on the version of the Bible we follow, I'm not going any further here. Nope, you're right, Chad. You are correct.
See,
But the vengeful God...
See, I always heard it as the Father and the Son.
And the Holy Ghost. I'm not trying to preach. I'm not overly religious. I just know the history behind it. I'm more of a historical person than I am. I've read parts of I've read pretty deep into the Bible, but we can stop talking about it. It's not a big deal. But it is something people need to talk about because it can't be taboo. You can't have anarchy or atheism and say that who you worship. There's a higher power. I don't care what anybody says. Whether it be God or Heather could be the higher power. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't go by that. at all. I'm Wiccan, so I believe in Mother Earth. That's it.
Well, you know that the Wiccans believed in God, right?
At one point, yes.
Okay.
I agree to that, Drew. That's completely agreeable, Chad. However, I am not the person to have that conversation with.
You can have it with me. I mean, I'm okay. I'm open to discussion at any time. I don't. You know what I'm talking about, Chad. That whole argument with Vito yesterday. I believe in God. You can't tell me any different. You can't tell me what I can or cannot believe. But you can't sit here and tell me that science is the answer to everything. It's the answer to some things.
Like the sky being blue,
The sky
water
is
being
not
wet.
The sky is not blue, though. The sky appears blue because of photosynthesis.
Which is science.
And I know that. But don't tell me the sky is blue because I know it's not blue. It's because of the photosynthesis. The grass isn't really green. But that's a whole nother...
A whole nother show. Hopefully one on his channel.
Cody is related to the 16th president. You mean Abraham Lincoln? You can say his name. Don't be scared.
Actually, I know why he's afraid to say it.
Why?
One of my relatives killed his relative.
So it happens. That doesn't mean that she agrees with her relative that he killed your relative. What?
How you doing, Steven? He's been here but watching in the background. Not saying anything in the chat.
Oh, I couldn't even understand what the fuck he was saying.
And I got that without my glasses on. Nice.
I thought he was talking about somebody else.
Being that you said that, Trexter, if there's anybody in the chat that wants to call into the show and have a little rant and rage of their own, now is the time to do it because I'm kind of running out of material and I'm sure he is also. How you doing, BSR?
Hey, BSR.
There will be no sex tape.
Nope. I'm not scared to say it. Lincoln!
I mean, it's a great car as well, so I gotta...
How's it going, Steven? No, I was like, who are you talking about, man? Thanks for being here.
Hey, Bobbit, are you back?
Apparently not. I don't know what's going on with Bobbit.
I don't know. Alright, well, Trexter, I'll add you in here. Ooh.
Thanks, Drew. He did. He said he just came. And go.
No, not even then, Chad.
Yep, never, nada. You got a Trexter?
Yes, I did.
Trexter, all you gotta do is... There it is.
Hey! There we go, Trackopedia. How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm good. How about you guys?
Doing pretty good. What did you have to rant and rave about?
Oh, you're gonna hear a big rant. I got a couple topics. First off, to that airline this week. What a bunch of fucking idiots.
Wanted to talk about, yes.
United?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pull a Drew on you. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Why did she get on that fucking plane in the first place?
No, I agree, but the fact that the woman's lying, that the fact that the flight attendant's lying when the kiddo says even then that they told her numerous times there was a dog, like that person needs a good firing is what she needs.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay.
That's what the whole story was about. The dog was up in She was told to put her dog up in the overhead compartment.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the flight attendants basically forced her to put her dog up.
And the dog died, I'm sure.
Yep. That it did.
Okay.
Yeah, and the kid had just gotten it for a birthday present too.
You want to rant about the Undertaker? What else you got, man?
On the Fabulous Moolah thing. The funny thing about that is, if they had just if they hadn't named the Mae Young Classic, if they just said it's like the women's classic or something like that, they could have avoided the whole thing and just used the Mae Young thing for the Battle Royal.
Yeah, they could have, but didn't she have a checkered past too?
Yeah, she did. She was alcoholic.
See, that's what I mean, guys. I mean, they all had something. I mean, I see where you're going with it, but...
Wasn't Mae Young also a gambler?
I think she was. I think they alluded to that a couple of times, but still, I mean, like, the fact that all these people came out and said, oh, when the Mae Young Classic comes out, why can't we have a Fabulous Moolah Classic too? And now that we're getting one, everybody bitched and moaned. And not only that, but what I've heard, it wasn't even because of the petitions. Like I said earlier in JP's Wrestling Memories chat, it was because people started calling Snickers and hassling them, so Snickers got on their ass.
I'm sorry, but there's enough time between now and WWE that they can get a new sponsor that the WWE should have sat there and said, bye, Snickers.
Yeah, but
I agree.
I think what would have happened was and if you were in Twitter and paying attention to Twitter today, they said, I figured out a way to get WWE to change their mind, go to their fucking sponsors. So no matter what the fucking WWE would have done, they would have gone to that sponsor and fucking said, hey, blah blah this, blah blah that. So fuck fans, man. They're fucking piece of shit, whiny fucking little punk ass bitches.
No, I agree, but then they've always had problems with sponsors going back to the Attitude Era when people kept dropping off left and right. So.
No, I know.
Anything else, Traxter?
I got kind of a darker one. Did you hear about the biology teacher this week?
No.
This is not me saying this, but this is I read on Yahoo and Google and everything like that Tuesday. This biology teacher in junior high brought in a live puppy and fed it to a snapping turtle in front of the students.
What the fuck, man?
There's a better way.
What the hell is wrong with people?
There's a better way of teaching checks and balances within nature than to do that.
Exactly. My friend Sarah said, why didn't they show a rat being fed to a snake or something like that?
Exactly.
Well, then you would have had people complaining about that too.
No, I know, but it's like less. Oh, go ahead.
It definitely would have been a lot less than a puppy being fed to a snapping turtle.
I know. I'm just saying. I am agreeing with you. I'm just saying, you just watch what you say there, because the next thing you know, now that somebody complained about that, they're like, well, I don't want to see them feed a rat to a snake.
No, actually, the complaint. Brandon, hold on. The complaint will probably be, I don't want that killer snake near my kid, because all snakes are fucking dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. It's just I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying. That's all. Devil's advocate.
No, I agree. That's cool. I know what you mean, JP and Heather. It's no problem. And it's just when I saw that, I had tears in my eyes. I was so pissed off. Like the fact that now they're investigating the teacher. I'm like, you know what? The sick motherfucker needs to be disciplined. I'm sorry, but there's no reason to do that in school. And the fact that I want to know why the students didn't jump in and try and stop it. He had said if anyone tried it, he'd suspend them or something like that. Because otherwise, I would have been jumping in there and saving the dog.
Right.
You see, I took a suspension in school because I didn't want to dissect worms. I wanted to play with them instead. So I took all of them and said, "No, you're not cutting my worms," and ran out of the classroom with them all. Thank you.
You didn't have to do Santa. I like it. But no, it's just sad that and like between that and the fact that some teachers set off a gun in his class, I'm like, what the hell?
Actually, the deeper report of that was it was actually a reserve cop. The fuck is that? But he was trying to show the students and other staff members how to safely use a gun, and accidentally fired it off while it was pointing straight up and went through the ceiling into the floor of the classroom above him and injured at least 3 kids. That was the last report I heard.
So he didn't actually shoot a gun at people.
It accidentally went off because he was a dumbass and didn't have the safety on.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But then it also comes into mind all these people sitting there saying, oh, the teachers should have the guns. No, they should not. I mean, you gotta remember, there's also these teachers out there who have no problem with kicking your kid's fucking ass.
Exactly.
So imagine putting a gun in that teacher's hand. Sorry, not comfortable with that one slightest bit. I would rather be in a trained professional's hand, or we could just have people making noise.
What the hell are you talking about, Steven? When did I get upgraded to a VIP section? The hell kind of... The fuck is that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Anything else, man? Well, this is your show. Why am I saying that?
I don't know, because I wasn't done with my point yet.
Oh. Sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, I would rather the gun be in a trained professional's hand, like either a retired military personnel who has been cleared to carry a weapon because there is no severe PSTD, or there's no military record of him being... What's the phrase I'm looking for here?
I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. What are you talking about?
Retired military personnel.
You just said it, retired military personnel. Veteran?
Yes. Not just veteran. They have no military file against them, so they can't hold a weapon.
Oh, they have something against them, so they can't carry a weapon? It's called a Lautenberg Amendment.
There we go. As long as they don't have that, and they're cleared to carry a weapon, they should be hired to protect our kids. Hell, a lot of them want to begin with. So, that's what I would prefer, having guns. Thank you, Rain.
You're all right. I just didn't know what I don't know what you guys are talking about in the chat. I'm not even paying attention anymore. I'm like lost. I'm like old age person right now.
Virginia Tech.
That was a student, dude. That wasn't a teacher.
I was gonna say. I mean, I remember there being videos of teachers attacking students in one way or another. However, I did not just jump to conclusions. I did do a little research and found out some of those videos were videos of after the teachers being provoked.
Yes.
So. Yeah, we'll add you in here real quick, Cody. Since I lost.
Cody wants to rant about The Undertaker. I don't know what he's gonna rant about, but I might disagree with him. I might agree with him. I don't know. We will see. Because I'll tell you my thoughts. I don't want it. I don't care what anybody fucking says. I don't want either one. I don't want badass Undertaker or fucking the other one. The dead man is dead. Sorry.
Well, hi.
Hi. But yeah, I just had to call and rant about those. It's like, it's where, like Joe said, I swear people are getting stupider now.
They really are. Unfortunately, this is the society we have to live with because now we have the hipsters creeping in to the gene pool. And it's just like, no.
Wait until you meet my fucking brother.
I know. There we go. How you doing, Cody?
Hey, Cody.
Hi, Cody.
I agree with you, Rain. So, Cody, your rant about The Undertaker. The floor is yours.
Yes. Well, I have a reason why he won't be back. Because his body can't take it no more. His spirit's willing, but his body's not. And fans don't see it.
I agree with you. I mean, he might be able to go for 5 minutes, but why would you want to see that? I don't understand. That's my take on it. You're gonna get a 5-minute shit match for what? Just putting a few butts in the seat and watching a broken old man try to wrestle again? Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea.
I mean, people keep bringing up the fact that there are workout videos posted on Michelle McCool's Instagram. Ric Flair is still out there in the gym working out.
He's 70. He just had a fucking major organ failure.
And he's still in the gym working out.
I can barely walk sometimes, and I sometimes go into the weight room. That doesn't mean I can fucking jump around a fucking ring for 20 minutes. Give me a fucking break. But I agree with you.
Go ahead, JP.
No, I was saying I agree with Cody.
What else
No, I do too, and not only that. Oh, sorry, Heather.
No, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I was gonna say if he was so dead set. No, well, pun intended, I guess. On Roman Reigns being the one to retire him, then why would he want to come back?
Exactly, Traxter. And Drew, absolutely right. Hell, my Aunt Diana's mother-in-law is 99 years old. You want to know where she is every fucking day? Still?
Bench pressing 550 pounds.
She wishes. But she's still at the Bailey's Workout Gym in Queens, New York every morning. At 99 years old. So yeah, sure. Undertaker can go hard at the gym. He can't fucking wrestle anymore.
I'm not saying he can't wrestle, but he just can't. He can't do. We gotta word that right. He can't do the 25-minute match like he did last year. Cause you seen he could barely fucking move 5 minutes into that fucking match.
That match was all fucking Roman Reigns.
That's what I'm saying.
Even from the start of it, it was all Roman Reigns.
But he got his shots in at the beginning, so he was able to get his stuff in, and then the rest of it was Roman Reigns. So, I'm not going to say that he can't wrestle for any more than 5 minutes. That's it. It's going to be the same fucking thing as it was last year. It's going to be him getting his ass beat by John Cena, who is 13 years his junior, who can still wrestle, who doesn't, I mean, he'll take his bumps, but he doesn't get beaten up, or maybe he can take a bigger bump than what fucking, you know where I'm going with this. You know how I feel about this.
And people are sitting there saying, yes, the dead man's gone, but we still have American Badass Undertaker. No.
I don't want
It's still the same fucking person. The same body. It's not changing anything. So, Cody, what was your other rant?
Cody.
I thought tapping his bubble would wake him up, but it didn't. Oh, okay. His Skype froze. So.
Oh, okay.
That's alright. Take your time. Come on back when you're ready.
I'm actually gonna go over and lay down. My back is really starting to bother me.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the show soon-ish, because
You can stay on all fucking night for all I care.
I can't do that. There we go. Welcome back, Cody.
Alright. I'm gonna go lay down on the bed, so y'all have a great night. You won't be able to see. Well, you might be able to.
Yeah, I think
You'll be able to hear me. If anybody has any questions for me, I'll be over here.
And welcome back, Bobbit.
Good night. Hey, Bobbit. You got anything to rant about?
Well, Cody has a second rant to go.
Okay, hold on a second then. What's your second?
I'll let Bubba go ahead.
Okay.
Other than the whole Moolah thing, I really don't have much to rage about.
Rant about the Moolah thing. Really, rant about it.
This is the stage for it.
Tell everybody how you really feel.
Nah, just look. I've vented on my frustration already. I'm just beating a dead horse at this point. So it's stupid. Fuck SJWs, and that's it.
Okay. And I agree with you entirely, Bobbit.
Come on, Bubba.
Good. And as for you, Cody, your second rant.
Oh, it's about Pete Rose. Shape points in the game, but why isn't he? I think he should still be allowed to be in the Hall of Fame.
I thought he was.
No, he's actually banned for life, but I think they should get rid of that and put him in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
It's right here, dumbass.
It's on the bed, Gator.
Here, Bubba.
Up here.
Look what I got. Holy shit.
This is what he does with him.
JP, are you okay, man?
He's playing with the dog now.
Oh, okay.
Where'd he go?
I like when Gator got in his chair.
Oh! Motherfucker.
What happened?
The dog got him in the nets.
Just rewind
There you
the
go.
stream and you'll see exactly what
I saying it.
Shut up!
Oh my god.
Wolfman's got nards.
I sat on him now and...
The dog pounced on them.
Motherfucker.
That's wrong, Fraser. I'm live on air.
Yes, I recognize where that Wolfman got nards thing comes from.
I think my nuts are dislocated. Son of
You are cake in the testicle.
Where did he land right between them?
Yeah, you know he landed right fucking on him. Y'all think this shit's funny. That shit fucking hurts.
Considering it's three men laughing at you, I'm pretty sure they know. You're trying so hard, Truckster, but you're failing.
Good things I do for content.
On my channel. Just about, Rain. He just might.
I don't know which one's funnier, him falling out of the chair or the dog.
What did he say?
Where's TSS2? He's working on clipping it, probably.
I think me falling out of the chair is funnier.
I can laugh because when my nephews were babies, that's the first place they would step when you're holding them. It's like that foot would come down. It's like, ugh. Yeah, but wonderful.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's always the first place for kids to do, for them to attack. Either they're just at that age or they're just tall enough that when they run up to give your legs a hug, is bam with their forehead right there.
Well, I seem to remember a little girl named Ruby did that to Drew.
They got TSS back in the chat.
Hey, TSS, we got a clip for you, I think.
We have another funny one for you.
The demise of JP, I'm just saying, people.
They do it out of love. And, you know
I,
and it's them doing it, not me.
I know.
Oh, say that again.
Just
Super
rewind the
slow.
stream, you'll be able to see it.
No, what?
Adam says brings a whole new meaning to my balls, your chin.
They may not have any left.
His ball's Gator's foot. TSS2, what happened? JP got Gator jumped on JP and kicked him in the nards, and it opened a new can of worms.
You guys are some sick motherfuckers.
Well, see, Rain's
Rain.
wrong.
Fuck off, you little cunt. Dickhead.
If you didn't fuck around with his TREAT,
His treat?
get it!
Drew just told him the timestamp. Well, I keep meaning the timestamp too, by the way.
Yeah, that
To
would
the
help.
Whatever.
Because I don't want to see that again. I want to be sure I was not in the way.
Aaron, man.
It's gonna be a montage this.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, Drew. I'm really not. And Drew was like, Drew said he's laughing in the middle of the bar.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Did you see Aaron's comment?
Nope.
I'm not sure he can feel them yet.
Come here, Drew.
Wow, really?
Gator. Come here. Yeah, I just called you like a dog, motherfucker.
I
Come on,
said
Gator.
nothing.
Oh no, here we go again.
Come here. Come on. You want up here? You're afraid I'm gonna fucking beat your ass, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Come here, buddy. I'm not gonna beat you. Come here. I'm just gonna maim you. Come here. Come here. Come on.
Rain.
Get up here. Come on.
And he flips the dog off.
Come on. Come on. Get up here. Come on.
Go ahead, Gator. Get up there.
Come on. There you go. Come here. Come here, buddy. Lay down.
He's not going to.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah.
Oh gosh, TSS.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
What?
TSS says he has the perfect video to use for that clip.
Please don't.
Why do I get the feeling we're rapping here in a Jackass theme in that video?
Just remember to tag his channel in it, TSS, so this way he gets views. And more subs.
Steven German.
Well, it happened on your channel.
I know it did, but you know what? I'm not greedy like that. Anyway, folks, if there's anybody else in the chat who has something they would like to rant and rave about, let me know. Otherwise, I will be ending the show very shortly here. Oh, there we go. We finally have Cody on camera. Looking dashing with those curls.
Where?
I'm guessing he rewound.
You're such a dick.
You're awesome, TSS. Thank you.
No fucking way, motherfucker.
TSS, did you put that up already, my friend?
No, I don't think he has it up yet, but he's saying no problem to me.
Well, Cody saw something.
I don't
Okay, Danrex.
know. Say something.
Steven German.
I got something to say. But
I'm laughing at Aaron in the chat.
I'm good.
You sure?
I'm fine. My nuts hurt. I'm glad I gave you guys entertainment.
We didn't need to know that.
What was that, Bobbit?
We didn't need to know that. We could have went another 20 years without hearing that.
Well, since you're back, Bobbit, can you add Danrex to the call?
I'd rather shoot myself. No, I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Remember, folks.
Oh my God.
Remember, folks, we are at the 2-hour mark, so this is where anything can fucking happen on this show.
I'd rather shoot myself. Oh my God.
Rain, that was more creative than a lot of Impact, too.
Just fucking Bobbin, this time, just nonchalantly, I'd rather shoot myself. Bobbin, if you're thinking about hurting yourself, call somebody, please.
And Aaron in the chat says, "Hey, Bobbit, tickle, tickle."
Oh, good lord.
Oh, God.
You guys are fucking savage tonight. Bobbit's gonna fucking kill you all. I'm just throwing that out there.
There we go. How are you, Danrex?
I'm doing pretty well, Arthur.
You don't have to shout.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
okay. Now, what is it you have to say?
Anyways. Well, I think a few months back, my parents and I were talking about me doing another IQ test that I did in Iowa City when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for, I think, an adult waiver, because the waiver that I'm on, because I'm autistic, and I can't really remember all the information,
Right.
but overall, I would have to dumb myself down in order to fake the test so I could be a part of this waiver. And when I was little, and every single year, I always memorized the tests. And they're saying that I get smarter every single time I come in to Iowa City to take those disability tests.
Okay.
And I'm like, are you fucking serious? You want me to dumb myself down so I can be on a stupid waiver? Like, I'd rather be on a waiver where I can have my 80-something IQ and be fine with it instead of just being or pretend to be dumb and flunk the test so I can be on a waiver that is going to be in the adult range.
Let me ask you a question, Dan. And I'm just asking here. What kind of waiver do you mean? When you say waiver, what do you mean?
The disability waiver.
Like,
Because
okay, so my next question is, and this is just me asking, is it a monetary waiver?
well, I can't really remember every single detail, but I'm just throwing out what I could remember.
No, and I understand. You have a valid point. Why should you dumb yourself down just to be on a waiver? You shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. How old are
Like-
you? How old are you, Dan?
I'm gonna be 20 in about a few weeks, but I'm currently 19.
Okay. You're 18 and older, right? You're 18.
Yes.
You're over 18, right?
No, I'm 19.
I
I'm
know
19.
that. I'm saying you're over 18, right?
You're older than
Yeah.
18.
You're an adult. Why do you have to listen to what your parents tell you when it comes to you now? When it comes to stuff like that, you should be able to make your own decision. Do you think you can make your own decision?
Well, I'm still living in my parents' house,
Okay,
paying rent,
but you're not answering.
but sorry.
No, that's all right. I'm just trying to get you to understand that you still have a right to make your own decisions.
Do you feel responsible enough that you could make your own decisions?
In that manner.
I think so, but I'm still taking baby steps. I still need to learn how to drive and probably get past my 6-month probation with my job.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Well, and this is just me. And don't go to your parents and say, "Hey, JP said this." You should go ask your parents, "Why do you want me to dumb myself down?" Is this your parents are telling you to do this?
Well, we already discussed it a few months ago, and I believe that we agreed on that we're going to do this testing and see if I could pretend to or try my best to not get a high enough score than what I did when I was younger.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
But then how would I be on a waiver that could help me in the long run?
What does this waiver do for you? That's my question. What does this waiver do for you? How does it benefit Dan?
I think it benefits me if I decide to go live on my own.
What did he just say?
I think it benefits him if he goes to live on his own. So in other words, it would help you pay your rent and get food in the house and help you pay bills, right? Is that what you're saying?
It's a monetary thing, then.
What did you say, Dan?
Like I said, I don't remember every single detail, but I think what you're saying, Heather, is kind of somewhat the adult disability waiver is like.
That I would imagine that's how it would work for you. With your parents maybe wanting you to dumb yourself down, in your own words, would get you more money and more assistance.
Which I think.
But it's just an idea. I don't know if I wasn't able to.
I'm trying to come from the other side of this now.
So I want you to hear what I have to say. I'm not going to lie to you. You're playing the system if you do that. I don't know if your parents realize that. That's playing the system. If you're smart enough to take this test, I mean, it's a tough one, man, but I would do the best I could on the test. That's just me.
Yeah.
If you
I would agree with that.
If you score high enough to where you don't get as much, it happens.
At least you are true to yourself.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's my advice to you. If I was your parent, I would say do your best. I wouldn't tell you to, no, you need to dumb it down so you get more money or whatever. No. That's not me. Because that'd be a hypocrite. I'd be a hypocrite if I was telling you to do that. Because I always told my daughter, you need to do your best. But yet, if she needed assistance, I say do this so that you can get more money. Yeah, that don't cut it for me. I would do everything in my power to get the highest score I could.
Yeah. I just wish I could remember more details and tell you guys about it.
No, that's fine. I'm just telling you. Jesus.
TSS put it up already?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Fucking Bob it. Yeah.
And how you doing, Merge? I saw you come in earlier just to give a chance because other people were talking, and I'm polite in letting them talk. And are you seeing what Drew is putting in the chat, Dan? Rex?
I'm just looking at it right now.
He's just saying better reflects my show.
Talk about the name.
Unless it's monetary, fuck the waiver, go in a world. The same thing I'm telling you. And then even if it's the money, still don't test worse. It's the same thing I'm telling you. Do everything I can to, because how would you feel if you went in there knowing that you're doing this on purpose? And what if you score really high? Would you not want to feel good about that?
I want to feel good about getting a high score on that disability waiver test, but I just want to, well, if I would have given you more information about what's going on with my life and my situation, then you'll probably get a bigger picture.
I got enough, man. I would not test low at all. On purpose. I do the best. Like Drew said, Drew and I are both telling you, do the best you can. That's just me, though.
Well, I'll just have to see what goes on in my future.
Well, I mean, that's true.
Actually, Rain, you're wrong because somebody else got a hell of a lot more than that, was able to afford a Lynbrook apartment at $1,200 a month.
Well, it's a good thing that I'm the person that I am instead of somebody that is living off somebody's fortune or something.
Right.
Drew, he actually mentioned it earlier, it's an IQ test that's given by the state, I'm guessing, Dan Rex?
I'm guessing.
Okay.
Okay. Well, again, I'd still do my best to do the best I could.
Yeah.
That's just me, though. I'm not you, so I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm telling you what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to judge you either way. But it's hard for me to explain You know what being ethical is, right?
Could you explain?
Go ahead.
Being ethical is basically doing the right thing as per.
It's not really a law, but it's doing
Doing the right thing even though somebody's telling you not to do that.
Alright, I'll use this example real quick. Here's being ethical. If I found a $20 bill laying on the ground in a grocery store, I'd take it to the front desk. Me being unethical would be me putting it in my pocket and not telling anybody. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
That's ethical and unethical.
It's just really hard for a kid like me.
I understand, man. I get it, man. I'm not gonna tell you what you can and cannot do, or what you should and should not do. I'm just telling you what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
It's your
I
decision.
do understand.
And like I said, I'm not going to think any less of you, because I'll probably forget about this conversation in about 15 minutes. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I forgot what I was doing 10 minutes ago.
You saw him earlier on his show. He was halfway through a conversation of his own topic. He forgot where he was going.
So, yeah.
Other than that, I got nothing to say.
Okay.
Okay.
That was a good call. That was a really good call. That's one of those things that is kind of a touch and go thing with me. You know, I wouldn't tell my kid to dumb it down. What parent tells their kid to do that?
I always wanted to say this topic for quite some time, but Heather didn't have the show on, so I had to wait until she was back and running.
It's alright. It's alright, man. You're good.
Drew, you're quickly trying to climb that ladder for asshole of the year. I think Cardinal's still a little ahead of you, though.
We know we love you, Drew, but don't be like Cardinal.
Cardinal? What do you mean?
Asshole of the year.
Fucking Drew's right behind him.
Yeah. Cardinal, don't stop short. I think everybody has exhausted themselves, unless there's somebody else in the chat here who has something to rant about for a little bit. Oh dear God, what are you? Oh God.
I'll show you later.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So yeah, if there's anybody else in the chat who would like to call in.
Yes, my nuts got stepped on.
I know that feeling.
No you don't, Tara. You can come on and rant all fucking
Tara,
night with
go
me if
ahead
you
and-
want.
Go ahead and rant. Nope. She's just got Ruby down, so she's way behind.
Wow.
Oh, that's what she said. Alright, well, we're gonna...
Yeah, if nobody else is gonna call in, I'm gonna end the show here and lay down because my back is bothering me now. I swear it's these chairs.
And I'm thinking... we're not going
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna stream tomorrow, do my show. I didn't get a chance to do the trivia of what we're gonna do. We might. I don't know what we're gonna go into tomorrow. I'll figure something out.
We gotta fix that soon, girl. We gotta have you on my show. On camera this time. Having your own little rant and rave.
So I will be streaming tomorrow. I wasn't going to because I was going to go out and hang out with a friend, but I'm not feeling good. Especially after last night. That was my fault.
I was going to think, I wasn't even involved in what happened to him last night. But anyway, you folks have a great night. Thank you, everybody who called in. We had Cody. We have Trexter. We have Dan Rex on the line with us. Trexter, we'll start with you. Where can they locate you?
In his house.
They can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, all at Brendan Kasholi.
Okay, Dan Rex, where can they find you?
Well, I know that everybody has followed me, but for the new subscribers that subscribe to this channel, you can follow me on Twitter at DanRex216.
Okay, and Cody?
Well, you can find me at the Real Cody 25.
Okay. And lastly, folks, to my two lovely mods that I have here, one in the Skype call and one in the chat, they both have shows on Saturday nights now, both after Foulmouth Insomniac. Bobbits, of course, is pre-recorded and is the Foulmouth Insomniac wrap-up. So definitely go give that a check out. Go subscribe to him, give him plenty of likes, and hit the little bell so you always get the notifications for when he puts new content out. And as soon as FMN Insomniac goes off the air, be prepared to be derailed, along with Drew over on his channel. Which, if you would like Drew, you can definitely put the link for it up there. And if you can, put the link for Bobbit's channel up in the chat for him as well. And of course, lovely man behind me has his own show, The Cold Bone Show, which you're going to see tomorrow night with our very own trivia special, night number 2.
And my nuts, probably going to get 2 new testicles.
I'll rub them and make them feel better.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh gosh.
Damn it, Heather!
It would not be a show if I didn't do that at least once to you fucks. So deal with it. And of course, you both have been here for me since the start of my channel and have been a great help in many different ways. So absolutely, the both of you are free to plug your shit into my channel anytime you want. I know how wrong that sounds.
Where are you going with that?
And no, I do not mean a frosty Jim there, Bobbit.
Oh, for love, God.
Because I knew that
I
you were
didn't
going
say
to go.
anything.
I know you were thinking it. And again, folks, don't forget, down in the description below, there's the link to my Teespring store and the sales for my book. So please go check them out. Spend your money wherever you like. Definitely help me out a lot because it's the only money I'm generating at the moment. So with that being said, y'all have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow night over on JP's channel, The Cold Bone Show.